Hey everyone, I'm Gav. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about personal finance and investing. Full disclosure, I'm not a professional, so if you're looking for one, I'm not your guy. I'm just a stranger in the YouTube space, documenting my experience in investing, and I do this for recreational and educational purposes only. So in today's video, the topic is gonna be the investing apps that I used and that lives in my iPhone 11 Pro Max. So I use this on a daily basis, and since I started investing back in March. So the first one that I use is Investingcom. So right there, and I use this to read the latest news, the popular news, the cryptocurrency, and most importantly, I watch the indices right there, and most important after hours is the indices, the future indices. So that's number one, investing.com. That's one of the first apps that I use. I also, if you watch this channel from my previous video, it's going to be here where I talk about setting up drip in Fidelity. Well, I do have a Fidelity account as well, so I have that app right there. And my third one is M1 Finance. As you all know, I started with M1 back in March 3rd, and you can watch a lot of videos in my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna link the best one up here where you can set up your pies and such. The fourth one is WeBull. I started with WeBull back in around April, but I just use WeBull for charts because they do have good charts as well. For example, let's go to SPY. And what I love about WeBull app is you can change the time frame in quickly, and they have like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 15 minutes, up to 4 hours. So that's really important when you're reading your resistance levels and support levels. I use the SNR technique. I just watch where the support line is and the resistance levels, and I set my buy and hold and or sell at those levels. So the fifth one that I started using last week is StockWits. This is more of like WeBull but on a different level. So StockWits, I just downloaded this last week, and my brother started using it, and he recommended it to me, and I started using it. And I like this in addition to WeBull because you can set your watch list and read comments, either they're bullish or bearish, and you have suggested stocks as well and what's trending in StockWits, and also they have charts, which is good. This is gonna be the front runner, and WeBull is gonna be in the back burner for now because I can read comments and see the sentiment for that type of stock or in the stock market overall. And the sixth one is Thinkorswim. This is my other trading platform that I do, that I use for when I day trade. Not that I traded, I day trade here and there, but not all the time. But when I do, I use Thinkorswim. Fidelity Spire, that's attached to Fidelity. That's just a web interface. It's a web app interface. Ameritrade as well. And I have every dollar. I actually started budgeting back about like 4 months ago, but I failed just because I don't budget. I know my expenses monthly, so it's all up in here, and if it reaches that level, I'm gonna stop buying because I know how much I spend on groceries, on gas, on rent, on utilities. So it's kind of convoluted. I don't want to do it, and I stopped using every dollar. And Google Sheets is where I put I track my stocks, and so I can use every cross platform. And the last one that I do is my favorite, and this is the best app that I've downloaded in my phone ever since I started investing, and that is Personal Capital. Right here, right there. And Personal Capital is an app that let me see, logs on. Let's log in here. It tracks. I use this. The best use of Personal Capital is it tracks your net worth. It also tracks your expenses, but like I said, I know my expenses. I track them in Excel sheet in Google Sheets, so that's what I use. But I mainly use Personal Capital to track my net worth, my assets, my liabilities. Other features is that in order for you to track your net worth, you have to link your account, your trading account, such as Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, bank accounts, or if you have a mortgage, you can link that account, or if you have car loans, you can link that as well. If you have credit cards that you use monthly, you can link that here, and it's gonna give you a total net worth. The only downside is that if that website that you're connecting to is there's some special type of security, you have to manually input your username and password in order for you to go through that layer of security. And that's the only downside when I use Personal Capital, because some of my banks require manually putting your username and password and your 2FA, which is your two-factor authentication, in order for you to go through their security levels so you can access your account. So Personal Capital server can talk to your bank server. That's the nerd talk. Yeah, so that's all the apps that I use when it terms of tracking my net worth, personal finance, and investing. Let me know what type of apps you guys use in terms of investing in personal finance. I would like to hear, and maybe I can add it into my arsenal of and tools, investing tools here. So if you have comments, concerns, questions, comment down below. And I would like to I would like to extend my gratitude to the new subscribers. I really do appreciate it, and if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing, like this video. I talk about personal finance and investing, and often I talk about gear, as well as from my last video, talk about buying a PlayStation or an Xbox, because why not? I used to game. I love to play video games back when I was in high school and college as well, but life happened and it got busier and I stopped playing video games. I used to love Battlefield 3. I was good, especially the chats. Yeah, anyways, if you have comments, questions, comment down below and let me know what type of apps you guys use to track your net worth, personal finance and investing tools. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.